Hi, Survivor Casting. My name is Nathan Newport. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Tulare, California, and I'm still currently working as a janitor now, but I'll be leaving that job in next month. I'll be working out with my dad as his assistant. Basically, I'll be writing notes and reminders for him on what project needs to be done over at the shop where he build machines and parts. And not only will I do that, but I also will be drawing parts on SolidWorks. I'll be drawing different machine parts, what they look like gears and springs and stuff. And when they all combine together, it'll actually look like the machine itself and how it functions. And that's really cool because I am an artist. I love to draw. It's one of my passions and it's one of my hobbies. I hope to someday release one of my own comic books with the superheroes I have. And just to give you guys a little life update on myself, I remember going on a diet back 4 months, and it's worked out great for me so far. I remember being 230 pounds, and now I'm 203. There was a time when I was 201, but I kind of locked out on that, and I decided to go back to fast food. So, but other than that, the diet's been working out great for me so far. It's one of the best things that have happened to me in my life. Better than what has happened to me back then. I remember back in high school, being somebody who's on the autism spectrum, I always had filled my mind with a lot of negative thoughts, and even when I was hanging out with friends and when they were making jokes about me in some scenarios, I always took offense to it and didn't really like them and just walked away from them after getting upset. And those negative thoughts in my head always just kept crawling up on me. And it wasn't until that I went to church that I really liked who I was as a person. I only went to church just to go hang out with my church friends every now and then, and I didn't really understand what's the point of going to a church meeting. But it wasn't until I continued to go to church meetings that listening to people's testimonies and their stories and what God has done for them, I was like, wow, that really happened, and I guess he does hear your prayers. And I started going to meetings more and more. I read a verse every morning and every night before I go to bed. And on October 24th last year, I took the biggest step in my life and decided to be baptized and reborn. It's one of the best things that have ever happened to me. I'm so glad for that. And if I'm chosen to be on Survivor, I really want to show kids like me who are also on the spectrum and say, hey, you may have a disadvantage in your life if that's keeping you down, but you have so many more advantages that make you who you are that you can never give up on your dreams and always work hard for it, because someday they will come true. I just know it. So I really appreciate you guys watching this. I'm going to have my fingers crossed.